Okay. All right, thank you everyone for coming, and we'll go around the room and introduce ourselves, starting with Paula Jaconetty.
Paula Jaconetty, Clerk and Recorder.
Brian Colesworthy, Planning Department.
Brian Bedord, Commissioner.
Joe Dellwo, Commissioner.
Sam Carlson, Commissioner.
Matthew McCartney, representing Front Range CASA gal.
Melody Martinson, Choteau and Canada.
Okay, thank you everyone for coming. We have minutes from April 30th.
I would move to approve those.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We have no road encroachments. And we have to do our annual alcohol services designation, and the Many Rivers Whole Health is the only one qualified in the county, so that's about our only choice. And Judge Rasmussen did say that a representative from Many Rivers was here yesterday talking about the alcohol stuff, so we're actually going to receive some services.
That helps. Yeah.
So, if I have a motion,
And move to approve that designation.
I would second.
any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Joe, approximately how much is that pass-through funding?
It's $1 a head,
Okay, so
and it's actually not passed through, it's,
it's given to you and then,
we're required to run a levy for it by law, but we have never done that. We've always just, back when I started, the commissioner and chairman was in, he just wanted to pay it out of PILT, so we've always just paid it out of PILT. Just give the taxpayers a little break. The alcohol, or that was the mental health money. The alcohol money is a pass-through, correct? Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Clear as mud.
Mm-hmm.
so basically two different pots of money going to the same provider.
Yeah,
One, the mental health services paid out of PILT, and the other,
the
the alcohol
alcohol.
services paid with state money that passes through.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's the other way around. Because we pay about $6,800 out of PILT, so that would be the alcohol money.
No, it's the mental health money.
That's mental health money.
Because the alcohol money, I think last year was like $18,000. It comes out of the
Right.
liquor
Oh, the
tax.
2,800 fund.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It's my mistake.
How much was it approximately, Joe?
Last year, I think the alcohol was like 18,000, wasn't it?
18,000, I
Okay.
think.
Approximately.
18,000. Okay.
Yeah, it's more than the mental health stuff.
Right.
The mental health deal is just $1 per citizen. That's how it's figured. Okay, and we have to amend our election policy resolution 26-12. And it's gonna replace the one that we passed last month that was 2609 because I left a page out.
No, Paula forgot the second
I was gonna take one for the team.
You could take it for it.
But anyway, it's basically the same thing, Mel. It's just election policy.
Yeah.
And the second page was actually straight out of MCA code.
I would move to adopt that amendment.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Okay, Mel, I had a disease investigation task order for the health department that I had to sign with DocuSign. And it's for disease investigation, and it was for $70,000.
What was this one called?
Disease investigation. So I did that already, and that brings us to the CASA request. Matt, you're up.
Well, thank you, gentlemen and ladies. I have a letter here from our director. We go around to all our counties. For those who don't know, Front Range CASA gal is a guardian ad litem program that our volunteers are appointed to represent the kids whose parents are in the system currently, and they're just an independent person to represent for the kids, so the kids have a voice in the court system of plans and such forth moving forward with that. We're all volunteer based, and we're all ran off donations. We do request this from every county within the 9th Judicial District Court system. They all receive the same letter, and they all act independently, and most of them do end up donating to our cause. So I'd just like to read this letter into the record, and if you guys have any questions, you may ask them at the end.
Sounds good.
Dear Commissioners, thank you for your past support of the Front Range CASA Incorporated. We are a nonprofit organization that provides highly trained volunteers to advocate for abused and neglected children in the 9th Judicial District Court System. We are the only program in the 9th District that provides courtroom advocacy for these innocent children. Since 2009, Front Range CASA has provided a highly trained volunteer to advocate for every child involved in the judicial court system due to abuse or neglect. We strongly believe that having an advocate results in better outcomes for our children and youth. Due to changes enacted by the legislation, it has become challenging for the Department of Family Services to remove a child from a home unless they can show immediate life-threatening danger. Children are no longer removed from homes due to illegal drug use alone. As a result, the number of cases filed in the court system has drastically declined over the years. However, the cases we are appointed to are significantly more challenging than ever before. Many of our volunteer advocates have more cases than we prefer, but we continue to provide advocacy for every child in the judicial district. In the last year, Front Range CASA has provided over 1,076.25 hours of volunteer service to local children who are unfortunate enough to be matriculating through the dependency and neglect court system. When valued at the 2025 national market rate of $34.79 per volunteer hour, Front Range CASA has donated $37,442.74 in child advocacy hours to the 9th Judicial District Court System, the state of Montana, and local counties. Front Range CASA continues to work diligently to obtain private charity grants along with a grant from VOCA. Sadly, the VOCA funds have also become the subject of potential federal reductions. We must seek community assistance to maintain the current service level we provide to abused and neglected children in the 9th Judicial Circuit. We are requesting that each of the counties that comprise the Montana's 9th Judicial Circuit place Front Range CASA as an annual line item in their budget to help cover the costs of advocating for our children. The cost to provide advocacy for one child for 1 year is estimated to be at $1,200. The cost to train one volunteer is $750, and it is the goal of our organization that every child has their own CASA volunteer advocating for them. Therefore, we are applying to each county commission for assistance with our budgetary needs. The amount that we're requesting is $10,000. These funds will be used to service our case workload and to expand the number of available volunteer advocates. Front Range CASA will continue to work closely with the district court judge, each county's attorney, DPHHS, private service providers, and many others to ensure the best advocacy for every child affected by abuse and neglect. With your financial assistance, Front Range CASA will continue to provide these unfortunate children with someone to advocate for them. Sincerely, Kirsta Sullivan, Executive Director.
So if I recall right, the court used to provide that money and then they backed out of it and we've been donating ever since.
Correct.
Yeah, they backed out, oh my gosh,
10
At least, yeah, we used to be funded through the state level, and then the legislature took a red line to the CASA for the state of Montana and scratched it. So all the varying CASA districts in Montana all are based off of donations only. Donations and grants. But as we all know, those grants are slowly hitting the chop blocks, so they're no longer available. So VOCA is usually a pretty big chunk of our funding each year, and I think that one's about, I think that we were told this is the last year for that, so.
And it's donated hours, so basically it's just covering the transportation costs.
Covers volunteers, so we pay the executive director, right? She's salaried year-round employee to run all the operations, and she lines up all the training and training hours and recruits volunteers, and then all the volunteers are only reimbursed mileage for their travels. And currently, off the top of my head, I want to say we have one case of volunteers maybe having to go to Billings to visit the child because the state always tries to place family first before a foster home if they can, a kinship relationship. And I think there's another one of the cases that volunteers having to travel over to Missoula. They must see them at least once a month, twice as preferred. So there are times when kids get placed out of our district court system because the state prefers to put them with family. And the cases that are now, as the letter said, the cases that are being brought to us now are more severe and challenging because it's only the upper level infractions that kids get removed now. It's not the lower ones to which they used to, so.
Can I
And I-
ask a question?
Sure.
Matt, do you know what their annual budget is for the,
I guess I haven't really, I want to say our budget's somewhere, 90 to 80, because the Voca's worth 30. We usually get, quite a lot of, $1,500 donations. We work, like next week, we're doing the Whoop Up Rodeo. We sell 50-50 raffle tickets and split that pot. But I want to say our budget's probably somewhere around that $100,000 range, probably more, because we still have to carry, liability insurance and insurance for volunteers traveling in case they get injured because they're under our volunteer umbrella. And so probably 100, 120, because I don't think we provide retirement or benefits. It's just straight salary for our executive director, who we love, and she's going to retire in a few years. So we're on the hunt for a replacement currently to start training. But
It's a lot of.
yeah, I'd say we're over $100,000,
There's a lot of
and
that
about
retirement.
50 to 60 is usually, a lot of donations, and then grants the rest of the way.
is that a jab, Joe?
You're
He said
welcome.
there was a lot of retirements going on.
Oh, there is, and yeah,
That was a jab to our clerk.
oh. Yeah, there are a lot of retirement, but we are seeing that it's harder to get the, not only these more rural areas having a harder time getting younger people involved, to move into the community with jobs and whatnot, but then also getting volunteer time out of them too. So we're also seeing that some of our volunteers they're just they've done their community service and they're done. So there's, we're starting to lose some of the older volunteers that we have that are really good and experienced at it. But yeah, we're all nonprofit based. We're in off donations, and hopefully you guys will be able to contribute to help with the cause.
Well, I think it's a really good cause and we need to contribute. I'm thinking maybe we should bump it up to 3,000 this year.
I would agree with that.
If you guys agree.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And what have we been doing?
2,500.
2,500.
I would move to contribute $3,000 to CASA.
I would second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. No, it's a really good program, man.
It is, Matt, thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your donation. It's much appreciated, and we put it to very good work for everybody. And
And if
Try
you're
and help
selling
those
raffle
kids out.
tickets, hit me up because I'm a soft touch for
Yeah, me too.
yeah, yeah. We've tried raffles before, and they did playhouses for a while, and then those started to kind of get hard to deliver to the winner. If they bought a ticket, you got this
Oh, sure.
about the size of the back of a pickup playhouse that they did for a while. Somebody would build and donate. So this year we're just kind of hitting the path, asking for cash donations and selling 50-50s at, the various community events like Whoop Up and
Right.
Cut Bank and Shelby and Show hit the 4th of July stuff then. So
We need to do a boot.
a boot,
Just
walk the
have
street
them
with a
walk the
boot.
street.
You think the firemen might think we're stomping on their boot idea?
Well, you could get something else to, not a boot.
Yeah, all
Something
right.
else.
Right. Fill the hat or something.
Sure.
Some of our kids.
Something. Fill the baby buggy.
Box.
Yeah, a toy box.
There you go.
There you
There
go.
you
Toy
go.
box.
Yeah.
That would be good.
That would be a
Perfect.
great one.
Right. Well, thank you for your time, gentlemen. I'm going to excuse myself from the meeting.
Yep,
Well,
thanks for coming.
coming.
It's a very worthwhile cause.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
I gave the letter to Paula.
Paul has one too.
This is just-
Oh, okay, very
Yeah, I
good.
will get you.
Yeah,
a copy.
perfect. I'll just-
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
So that brings us to the Spring Coulee subdivision.
Okay, this is we're requesting a recommendation for approval for the Spring Coulee subdivision. It's a 5-lot subdivision, one lot's 34 and some change, and there's 4 lots that are 9 acres and some change, just south of Power. This project was started back in July of last year.
It's the one on the east end of the Fairfield bench.
Yep.
And then there's a little coulee that
Could you
goes through
just
it.
slow it down just a little bit?
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
so 5 lot subdivision, and what was one lot was?
One lot is 34 acres and some change, and then the other 4 lots are 9 acres and some change.
Okay.
So this is, like I said, there were some DEQ delays and stuff like that for the 4 lots because they do require DEQ approval because they're less than 20 acres. Everything's been passed. Our survey company has signed off on it saying it was good to go. I've got the milers here that I'll need signatures for, and they'll come in tomorrow to finish signatures pending your approval. Any questions?
I don't think I have any.
I don't have anyone
It's been a
gone
long
through
time
this
coming. The
before.
DEQ
Yeah.
approval's been the holdup. That's why
Yep.
it's been so slow.
Brian, who's the land developer, the owner, who's the owner of the subdivision?
WWC is the engineering company, and I don't know the landowner's name offhand, but I can get that to you.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
That's one I always forget.
Yeah, can you get it?
Yes.
Just show it to me too, so I can get it.
And it has met all of the other requirements as far as legal access and,
Yep, all easements have been approved, environmental studies done. Since it's a minor subdivision, there's no major impact. The traffic to the schools, there was no park dedication because it is a minor subdivision.
Do you have a location on this?
I can get you.
Yeah.
So
what-
very specific, yeah.
If you can get it for me, that would be great.
I'll show you a range and all that.
Yep, I need that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, any further discussion? Any more questions for,
Oh, and there was no comments or any local or landowners that,
no opposition?
no opposition at all.
Okay.
Well, I would move to approve that.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Okay, that brings us to commission reports.
I've got one. Steve Thompson and I met with Mountain View Co-op in regards to Collins Elevator Road, and we are working on a plan of improvement there.
If you remember, Mel, we had an issue with it last year, that we put millings on the road and it was a little narrow, and there was some controversy about it.
and this is the road that comes off the interstate.
Correct.
To the high-speed rail
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah,
And you guys, you and,
Steve Thompson, the road director, met with people from Mountain View Co-op, and we're in the process of putting together a plan to improve the road and make it more user-friendly for their customers.
any other commission reports? Got anything, Sam?
I don't have anything.
I don't either. Okay, public comment. No public comment? Okay, next meeting will be June 4th.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all.
Yep, thanks for coming.